All right, let's start this shit out good. This would be Honorable Michel Prassier. I don't know. He's the current minister of the Community and Social Services Program. Let's call his ministry phone number. Voicemail. Hi, this is Jesse. Jesse from Sudbury calling you. I'm on disability. 705. Yeah, I don't think this went through. I can't really leave messages. Well, direct contact. Okay. We could always try calling back, but I don't think we'll get better results, but let's try. Hi, I'm trying to get in contact with the minister about how bad the disability program has gotten here in Ontario with the introduction of the carbon tax and the price increase on food and just general what's going on with the program. I'm unable to eat now due to rent. I can't really afford rent, had to get a roommate, still can't afford rent at that point. And I really need to talk to the minister.
Well, unfortunately, the minister is unavailable right now. What I can do is I can give
Well, you see, I've been
address.
told that for years and years and years, 10 years now. 10 years worth of calling the ministers. They've always been unavailable. I'm going to inform you right now, you are live on YouTube. This is being recorded and broadcast. It will be available for everyone to see and hear and watch for the rest of all time. And I need to talk to the minister. I will starve within the next 72 hours if something is not done. I have no food left to eat. There's not enough money on disability to eat. I cannot both clothe, clean, and feed myself. So would the minister have an option for that? Am I supposed to stop buying clothing and just focus on food to the point where I no longer have clothing and I can't leave my home? Because I'm at wit's end. I'm not taking that the minister's not there or he's unavailable. This is a life or death situation now. This is got 100% proof recorded on YouTube. I'm not taking down this live stream until disability is fixed. So you don't need my information. I'm willing to call back time and time again until I get to talk to the minister. This is a life or death situation. This is not your average call. I've done this for 10 years. I'm at my wit's end. I will be broadcasting live on YouTube, which I am now, until I get money to eat. And if I don't get money to eat, there'll probably be a lot of concerned people starting to make phone calls, around day 5 or day 6. So I'm forcing disability's hand. They have literally put me into a life or death situation with neglect. I am accusing the disability minister right now of mass neglect against the disabled. I am accusing him of breaking the Human Rights Charter of Ontario. I am accusing him of breaking the Human Rights Charter of Canada, and I am accusing him of breaking the Human Rights Charter of NATO. These are very serious accusations. You go read the Human Rights Charter on NATO about disability and what it means to let someone die. Because that's exactly what the minister's doing. I am no longer borrowing money from my sister. I will no longer take free handouts of food. I have hip on hip bone and cannot and will not walk to a food bank and put myself at greater jeopardy. I am sick and tired of being given excuse after excuse after excuse. My name is Jesse. You can easily figure out who I am by contacting the Sudbury ODSP office. My worker is Craig. He refuses to help me in any way, shape, or form. I have told him time and time again that I need him to contact the minister, and he refuses because he says he's going to lose his job. So my worker cannot contact the minister about concerns about me. So I am contacting your office right now to tell you that this is a life or death situation and I want it fixed immediately. The amount of money given on our basic needs is absolutely unacceptable. Calling it basic needs is unacceptable. If I don't know what I'm supposed to use to buy clothing with, or what I'm supposed to use to eat with, or what I'm supposed to use to go out with, then I have no idea what I'm doing. Do you understand?
All right, I'll patch you. Yes, I passed everything that you just mentioned. I'll pass it on to our social assistance program division. And they'll be
I don't think it's a social assistance program division thing. If I am asking you to contact the minister directly, which by Canadian law, if I understand it correctly, when I've passed this information on to you for the minister, if you fail to deliver the information to the minister within a short, timely fashion, which I do believe is 2 weeks, then I could have your office put under sanction for not doing its job.
your information to the correct party.
It's not that you have not promised me or the internet or the hundreds of people watching that you are going to contact the minister, which it is your job to do. It is not your job or his job, or he cannot put in guidelines to say that don't bother me with this. I am a Canadian citizen.
Pass along your request.
To who?
I will let the social assistance
Who?
program division.
No. That's not what I asked of you. I asked you to contact the Honorable, I can't read his first name or last name. I'm going to assume it's Michel Pascal or Pascal. I can't read because, I didn't make it out of grade 3 because the Canadian school system screwed me on an education. They faked my marks and transferred me from grade to grade to grade. Grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, grade 8 with fake marks. The principal was Wayne Moore. He screwed me out of an education, and I even complained about it to the education minister, saying that, you guys owe me a lifetime worth of education that you can't give me.
I
So
don't have the ability to pass it on directly to the minister person.
thank you for saying that, because you just said that on YouTube, and the fact is that your job, entitled by the government, says that when I ask you to pass on information to the minister, you're supposed to do it. You have literally just admitted to the Canadian populace that this number is a sham. That this is no, you just admitted that the number 416-325-5225, you cannot contact the Honorable Minister Michel Pascal at that number. You just told me that.
This is the reception number.
Right, and I'm requesting to talk to the minister.
Social services
And I'm requesting to talk to the minister of the program. And you're telling me you can't do that.
process.
There is that internal BS that you guys write up means nothing to me. I am not a government employee. I do not have to abide by your process. I am asking to talk to the minister. You are refusing. You are refusing to tell him about anything in this phone call. You are giving him culpability to say that I was not aware of that situation. This video live stream is going to be posted to his Facebook today. Actually, let's do it right now. Let's see. Honorable Michel Pascal, let's go find him on Facebook and put a link to my live stream right now on his Facebook, because that seems like the only thing that might get his attention if he even runs his Facebook, which I doubt it. He's probably got some other person like you to sit there and act as a safety buffer. But let's just see. Because I don't get to eat. I've got nothing to do. This looks like a perfect thing to do. Would you like the link to my live stream? Oh, would you look at that? Here's his Facebook, and it's got a blue check mark, which means it's supposed to be certified run by him. So if it's not run by him, and he doesn't see this video, and he doesn't fix ODSP, I guess I'll just have to report him to Facebook for running a fake account. Because that would seem like
In that
the...
case, there's nothing much more I can offer.
Well,
That's the law.
according to the Canadian... No. Well, how about you stop for a minute and go look up the Canadian law, what the law says that the duties of the minister are, and come back and tell me that I can't talk to him after you read it. Because being an informed Canadian and knowing the law is your responsibility working at that office. And if you don't know the law and you are uninformed on the law and somebody asks you to go inform yourself on the law and you refuse, you're refusing your duty as a provincial employee.
My duty as a receptionist is to take down your information.
Are you a
and pass it
provincial
on
employee?
to
Oh, no.
directory.
To pass it on? No. There's no legislation that says a minister just gets to pass things on. He's supposed to deal with them.
It's not the minister, it's me, the administrative receptionist. That's my duty. Take down the information. Pass
How
it
about
on
you
to
put
the
me through to
directory.
his? How about you put me through directly to his message, his
I
phone
don't have
message
access
system?
to his direct line.
That's not. I don't think that's legal. He's a Canadian politician. That number is provided to him by the Canadian public. I have a right to contact him and leave messages on that line. That is not owned by the politician. It's public owned. We own it. So could I please have the number to his phone where his messages are kept that he receives directly?
I already told you I don't have access to his direct line.
So you're saying the government is useless?
No.
Well, that's what it seems like. I'm still sitting here hungry, and you're sitting there telling me tough titty.
Well, I'm going to have to pass it on. That's all I can do.
Well, passing it on doesn't get me to eat, dear. Passing it on doesn't do anything for me. People have been passing shit on for me for the last 10 years. 10 years worth of passing it on, and I still don't get to eat. I've struggled. Okay, listen. I've struggled from selling drugs to eat, to borrowing money off family to the point where they no longer give a shit about me, to lying and cheating. Now I'm sick of doing that all.
Your local MPP?
My local MPP is about as useful as you would think. Yes, I've told him my concerns over the past 10 years. Here in Sudbury, Ontario, I've told the MP, the MPP, I've told Doug Ford's office, I've told the ministry's office, I've told Justin Trudeau's office, I've told the humanitarian secretary's office. I have called NATO. Who else have I called? Geez, I think one time I even called the Gay and Lesbian Alliance to see if they could help me. But turns out you're all just as useless as the rest of them. It turns out that when people get in these high positions where they get to go home and eat at the end of the day, they stop caring about everybody else.
Okay, in that case, what I'll do is I'll send off an email to our communications branch.
Well, you can visit you can visit Cloud Ace MC on YouTube, donate to his Patreon, because he's still freaking hungry. He still doesn't get to eat. His government still doesn't care about him. He can make phone calls until he's blue in the face, but that doesn't mean that you're going to take this pitiful $1,271 that you give us and turn it into $2,226. The actual amount that should have been called for as the freaking inflation raised up over the past 15 years. Now, giving us 1% is a slap in the face. Oh, here's a 1% increase. Yeah, thanks for the slap in the face. Can you tell me anything in the past 10 years that has had a 1% increase? No, that's right, because everything's gone up 10, 15, 20%. So where's my 20% increase?
There's nothing more I can do for you.
There's nothing more anybody can do for me. That seems to be the common slogan of the Canadian government. You guys make yourself look like absolute jackasses. And for the first time, I'm glad I had the bravery to turn on this webcam and to turn on the speakerphone. Because now I actually have a video. I have a video of the Canadian government saying, yes, we're useless. Yes, I can't help you. Yes, people on disability are trash. Because that's what it feels like.
No.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Because you're just going to...
Saying
You're going to pass it on.
Perception.
You're going to pass it on. Are you going to go strike outside of your building because people on disability can't eat? Because, you know, when the people on the workers, when the workers of disability couldn't afford just the lovely things in life, they went on strike. They sat outside that office acting like childish babies until they got what they wanted. They got their raise. I have been trying 10 plus years to get what I am owed. And that is a life where I can go out and smell good and look good and eat good all at the same time. Where I don't have to choose between, am I doing laundry today or am I eating today? Or am I going to go out and be social? No, because I can't afford it. So I can't be social. I can't afford to both do laundry, buy clothes, and eat. So I don't get to go out. So I'm segregated at home. I can't do anything. I can barely feed myself. I'm sure at least Hitler fed the Jews. You know, I didn't hear any stories from the Holocaust of people having to go eat each other. But on disability, that's what I feel like I'm left to. Am I supposed to just start chewing on my hand and eating it? Because I ain't got nothing left.
I understand your
The cheapest
situation, but there's
rent
really nothing
in
more I can do.
Sudbury, Ontario is in somebody else's home. And they want $750. Does disability give $750 for rent? How much does disability give for rent? Would you like to specify that number here in front of the people? Or are you too afraid to say that it's like $536?
Well, it depends on the person's condition.
Condition? No, it doesn't depend on the person's condition.
Yes, it would at intake when you actually take the assessment. There is a determination of the assistance that you would need.
No, there's no determination for assistance. There's a maximum number that people can get right now as a single individual. $1,271. That's the maximum.
Yes, but there is additional assistance that they can apply for.
Your additional assistance has multiple hoops to jump through and doesn't consider conditions like narcolepsy. So you see, I get to be up 20 hours a day because of narcolepsy. I burn 6,000 calories a day doing nothing because of my narcolepsy. I do not get special diet. I am not considered under the special diet. I am told to go to a food bank because your program is antiquated. I've had my worker tell me to go sell drugs if that's what I needed to do. So, you know, your workers are useless. They don't help the clients at all. They make up fake meetings to waste time to make it look like they're doing things behind your back. And every single complaint I've ever asked them to make to the minister's office, they can't do because they're afraid of getting fired. Now, I don't know if that's what happens when you hire a bunch of women to do the job, but I know equally staffing an office with men and women is important. Because then it doesn't end up one-sided. Because I had to make, 30, 40 complaints before they hired one male, Craig, who, I hate to say it, not very good at his job. He's way too sensitive. He's way too sensitive to deal with someone who's pissed off and angry that hasn't eaten in 3 days. So me, an illiterate person who doesn't do anything in writing, has been told that I can only contact my worker in writing. Yay, disability. And you should know, I'm being very nice right now. I'm being super nice. Most of the time, there'd be a lot of F-bombs and a lot of, accusations about you not being a good Canadian citizen because I don't get to eat, which I think every Canadian citizen out there is absolutely horrible because, they turn their back on all of the systems that they were supposed to make sure were running properly because we weren't supposed to leave this up to government because obviously you guys can't do it. Disability needs to be updated. The minister needs to wake up. This is a huge problem. There are people that should be on disability right now that aren't because you have people kicking out files at random. Let them apply a second time, they say. It's absolute BS. You have me, a person that's been told that my disability was forever, permanent. My check would never be taken away. But then I get in a common law relationship and you're like, you don't get a check anymore. You discriminated against me for having a wife. You took away my check and made me a dependent. You took away my manhood and made me a dependent. Apparently, under the Ontario Human Rights Act, that's discrimination against the disabled. Apparently, under the Canadian Rights Act, that's illegal. But no, disability just gets to trample all over me and treat me like a piece of crap. Honestly, I want my check back from that period. I want every last cent that I should have been paid to me back to me. But no, that's unfair. Just give it all to my spouse. Let it all just be in one account, to the point where our relationship broke up because I didn't have anywhere to go, because I didn't have my own income, because I couldn't go and separate myself and go take a night at a hotel or something, because, you know, I'm just a worthless piece of crap at this point. You know, you have a wife, that's it. You don't get a check, you're worthless. All the money goes into one person's account. You no longer matter. Great job, disability. Freaking great job. You really know how to keep the couples together and not discriminate against them and not make one feel like an insignificant piece of crap. Good job. Now, I don't know who this minister is, but let's say I call every hour on the hour until you guys close. Whether I get to talk to him or not, big deal. Because the more he doesn't talk to me, the worse it looks to everyone who ever watches this video after I publicize it. After the live stream goes down, I'll download it. I'll chop it into nice, easy to digest segments. I'll upload it to my YouTube page. And then I'll continuously post the links all over government Facebooks. And I mean, from like the Canadian government pages that have nothing to do with it to the Canadian government pages that should have been looking after it in the first place, the federal government. You know, I would love nothing more than the federal government to say, here's the federal disability plan, and we're now shutting down the province's disabilities. Because the provinces couldn't do it properly. They didn't make sure people had enough money to rent or eat or clothe themselves or bathe or buy toilet paper. I'm glad my roommate gets free toilet paper from the government building downtown, because that's just a savior. At least we get to wipe our butts and I don't have to walk around with, you know, stink flying out the back, which I'm pretty sure a few people I've seen at the grocery store are doing to save money, which that's pretty just disgusting. But, you know, I'm fed up. Tell this minister to stop hiding, face me head on, and let's fix this together. Because it ain't getting done any other way, and I'm sick and tired of having to choose between having a life, having clothes, eating, or being absolutely miserable and trying to do all three. Because you try to do all three, and you find yourself 3 weeks short on food.
All right, Mr. Williams, I will pass along your information. Unfortunately, there's nothing more I can do for you today. I have another call coming in.
Well, I don't think that other call matters as much as mine. Oh, wow. Wow. Let's see if she really had another call coming in.
You've reached the Minister's and Deputy Minister's office of the Ministry of Children.
So you like to lie about having another call coming in?
Monday through Friday. We cannot take your call on
Just go straight to a voicemail, eh? Maybe she did have another call. Maybe there's more than one secretary. I don't know.
You've reached the Minister's and Deputy Minister's office of the Ministry.
At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press
I'm on disability and I'd like to eat, and this is on YouTube. What's a good one? I'm not very good at rhyming. I'm really hungry. Hungry. Anybody gonna do anything about it? Cloud Ace MC YouTube. Come on, come to my YouTube channel. Donate to Patreon. I don't know. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I am hungry. I would like more clothes. I don't know what to spend on either because you don't give me enough to spend on even one. I want independence. I don't want to have to live in somebody else's house. I don't want to rent an apartment. I want a life. Hello. Hello. Are you in there? Hello. Can you send me a pie? Did you have any leftovers last night? I know this is a weird message, but email your leftovers to me, please. I get a little weird when I don't eat. Yeah, don't ask. Donuts. Donuts. Let's see. What other politicians can I bug? I guess that's kind of like right up in my face. Okay, looks a little better. Hello. No. Let's see. Let's call Doug Ford's office and see if he has any idea. DOUGLORD. Dog. 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 Let's call Doug. One 416-745-2859. Apparently Doug Ford's number to talk to Doug Ford, but I don't think any of these numbers go to the politicians they say they do.
Thank you for contacting the Etobicoke North Constituency Office of MPP Doug Ford. For residents, organizations, and businesses,
Doug Ford, Cloud Ace MC, Ontario Disability Support Program recipient. I can't eat, Doug. The minister of the program doesn't seem to be around, Doug. Can't find him. Looking for some way to get more money for people on disability, Doug. So, Doug, I see that you don't have any problem eating. So you don't know what it's like to not, have food. So let me tell you, Doug, pretty freaking angry. It pisses you off a lot. You get real angry at the end of the day when you can't eat. So, Doug, if you don't mind, how about you take some of that Doug Ford money and you go to my Facebook or my YouTube, sorry. So, Cloud Ace MC on YouTube. Patreon link is there. You can donate some money so I can eat, Doug. Even later today, I will go make a special Doug Ford tier to see if you care, which we all know politicians don't care. So we're not going to expect any donations from you, Doug. Don't worry. We're not harming you too much, I don't think. I don't think anybody really watches me, Doug, but you never know. So Cloud Ace MC, Ontario Disability Support Program recipient, can't find the minister. Local offices is useless as, hammer on a windmill. So I don't know what to do, Doug. The local office is dogging me. They don't care if I eat. The minister's office is dogging me. They don't care if I eat. Your office is dogging me. You don't care if I eat. I've called you before, Doug. Don't act like it does, because I have. So disability sucks, Doug. We need to fix it. You're giving us $1,271, $1,273, whatever it is, Doug. It's supposed to be about $2,300. I know that sounds high, But we deserve life, Doug. I may be disabled, but I'm still here. So, Doug, I hope you get this call. Calling you back a bit later, Doug. All right, Doug Ford's office, probably useless. Who to call next? Trudeau. Contact Justin Trudeau's office. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, no. Dial pad. All right. 1 5 1 4 2 7 7 6 0 2 0. Call.
Hello, you have reached the writing office of the Right Honorable Justin Trudeau, Member of Parliament for Paris. Please note that our office is closed from January 1st, 2023 to January 7th, 2023.
Well, lucky today's the 8th.
For any emergency, detailed message including your name, phone number, and the reason for your call. Call you back. Au signal, veuillez dicter votre message. Une fois l'enregistrement terminé, vous pouvez raccrocher ou encore appuyer sur le 1 pour passer à d'autres options.
Hello, this is Cloud Ace MC. I've contacted the Ontario Disability Support Program Minister Doug Ford's office. Now I'm contacting your office. This is a live broadcast on my YouTube, doing a live stream here while I'm trying to fix disability. We need about $2,000, $2,300 around. We're getting about $1,271. I know there's a federal program coming. It's not coming fast enough. I don't have anything to eat. I have bone on my hip. I can't walk to a food bank. My local office has completely abandoned me. Can't call them, can't contact them. Supposed to do it in writing. I don't do anything in writing. I do everything verbally. I was transferred from grade 3 to grade 4 to grade 4 to grade 5 to grade 7, grade 6, grade 7 to grade 8. That's all fake numbers. Never did learn how to read and write properly. And yeah, so Cloud Ace MC, YouTube, donate to my Patreon if you really are sorry that I can't eat and you're sorry that the program is complete shit. But I doubt I'll ever see a donation from you guys. So yeah, I'm going to try calling back and finding a human though.
Bonjour, vous avez rejoint le bureau de cette constitution de l'honorable Justin Trudeau, député de Paris. Vous avez appuyé sur...
Oh, it's obviously not going to work like that, eh? I don't think there's real people at this number. All right, let's try. Oops. Back to the dial pad.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Oh, what did I get
Please
wrong?
check the number and dial again.
Maybe I'm a bit dyslexic today. 9 4 7 0 2. Oh wait. Okay, that seems better.
The voicemail of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister welcomes the views of Canadians on the issues that are important to them. Unfortunately, it is not possible to put you in contact with an official at this time. However, you may wish to leave a message. Please be assured that we will give it our utmost attention. Vous avez joint la boîte vocale du Premier ministre.
Heard that. Utmost attention. You heard that, people.
L'enjeu qui leur sont chers. Malheureusement, il est pour l'instant impossible de vous mettre en contact avec un puis cependant laisser un message auquel nous accorderons toute notre attention.
Hi, this is Cloud Ace MC. I'm contacting the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau about the Ontario Disability Support Program and its failure to feed and clothe and house its patrons, or whatever you might call them. I've contacted my local office up to Wazoo for the last how many years. It doesn't seem to make a difference to them. I cannot get them to make any reports to the minister's office in regards to my situation because they're afraid to get fired. So I called the minister's office, couldn't talk to the minister, was promised stuff was going to be passed along, and been doing so for 10 years since it was David A. Ball. Wits end, buddy. Need to eat. So contacting your office to notify your office of the failure of all the other offices. I am notifying you, Justin Trudeau, of the failure of the MPP here in Sudbury, Ontario. I'm informing you of the failure of the Ontario Disability Support Office and its staff. I'm informing you of the failure of the Minister of Community and Social Services for Ontario and his staff. I'm informing you of the Premier, Doug Ford's failure and his staff. I'm informing you of the failure of your front critical staff. And again, this is being broadcast live to my YouTube page, Cloud Ace MC. It's also posted on your Facebook. It's also posted on the minister's Facebook. I'm going to go post it on Doug Ford's Facebook right now before I forget. So please, would like to eat, would like a fair amount of money, would like fair play, $1,273 for disabled people to live in outside Ontario is absolute nuts, chaos, BS, bullcrap. There are no one bedrooms to rent. You can rent your room in somebody else's house for a cool $750, which is a whole, almost $200 more than what disability actually gives a person for rent. So, and let's move into the one bedrooms that are non-existent. So nothing really to talk about. So and then you get to the two bedrooms, which are going from a range of $1,450 for a hellhole to about $2,000 for a nice place. So, yeah, housing crisis, food crisis, rent crisis, not going to eat until you fix this crisis, Cloud Ace MC, done eating, done playing games. The next meal I eat will be paid for by the government. Got it? Good. Who else should I call? Oh, bada. What government employees might give a damn if I eat today? They said something about my. Okay. Which MP is responsible for the Ontario Disability Support Program? Let's just call them both. I don't know. Member of Parliament, member of provincial. I want the provincial dude. Sudbury MPP. Sudbury, Ontario MPP. Sudbury, Ontario MPP. Jamie West. Oh, Mr. West, we've talked before.
Hello, bonjour, Ani. You've reached the office of Jamie West, the MPP for Sudbury. We're sorry we missed your call. We are currently closed for the holidays.
Everyone
We'll
is sorry.
reopen Monday, January 8th, 2024.
That's today.
Please leave your name, address,
They're
phone
really
number,
bad
and
about
a brief message.
fixing their
We'll
messages.
return your call as soon as we're back. Another way to reach us is by filling out our casework form on our website at jamiewestmpp.ca under Services and Assistance. Vous pouvez laisser votre message en français. Merci, miigwech, thank you.
Hi, this is Cloud Ace MC, YouTuber. I live here in Sudbury, Ontario. I have contacted all forms of government telling them that I can no longer sustain myself. They'll offer the meager $1,273 they give me to eat and live and buy clothing and rent and all of that. So it's come to a head. Just contacting you to give you a fair shout out that this message I'm leaving now, I'm doing so in front of a live stream. So it's on the record for me at least. So I'm contacting your office, Jamie West, MPP, Sudbury, to tell you that I have contacted my workers, which I can't anymore. I can't do it in writing, so no contact with my workers. But I've made it well known that when I'm a single person on disability, it's almost impossible to eat. You're trying to clothe yourself, you're trying to eat, you're trying to do everything you need to do in your life, and you run out of money. And I'm sick of it. It's been 10 years trying to get this program fixed. Complaints, anger, swearing, yelling. So, new approach. Live stream, online, making calls all day today. Trying to eat. So these calls are in direct correlation to me wanting to eat today. So I'm leaving not only a message with you, but I've left it with the minister of the program. I've left it with Justin Trudeau. I've left it with Doug Ford. I guess the next thing I should start doing is just calling like random politicians and being like, hi, I'm a guy on disability who really like to eat today, but the disability program has failed me in every way, shape, or form. I can't get my workers to make complaints to the ministry's office because they're afraid to get fired. I can't complain to the minister directly because he's like an untouchable guy who has secretaries to block him from knowing any of this. His secretaries say they'll pass it on to the right people, but not the people I asked them to. Everybody's dodging the bullet here on disability. Ain't gonna happen anymore. Fix the program. I don't know what you can do as Jamie West MPP, because so far everybody I talk to gives me the illusion that they're absolutely useless. Now, I'm at my wit's end. So I need a champion. I need someone to stand up, someone that knows who I should be calling, what video I should be making, who I should be calling out. Like, is there a reason the program is 20, 25 years out of date? Is there a reason why, the world goes up 10%, we get 1%, the world goes up 10%, we get 1%, the world goes up 10%, we get 1%? There has to be some explanation as to who is stopping disability from updating and from coming into 2024.
Press 1
Um,
to accept this recording.
Sure,
Press 2 to
that's,
listen,
I guess, good
or
enough for
press
me.
3 to re-record it. Thank you. Your message has been sent. To copy the message to another mailbox,
Go call back the minister's office again. I don't have any other choice.
Thank you for contacting the executive office of Michael Parsa, NPP for Aurora, Oak Ridges, Richmond Hill. Our office hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Please leave your number.
Hi, this is Cloud Ace MC. I'm a YouTuber, live in Sudbury, Ontario. The ODSP check is no longer sufficient enough to do both eating, rent. Rent's gone crazy. I would like to eat. I think everybody would like to be able to afford rent. I think we would like to be able to afford clothing and have to stop choosing. I am no longer medically able to get out to get cheap clothing from secondhand store. I'm no longer able to get out to go to a food bank to get food. I'm pretty much screwed. I can make it about, once a week I can make it to the grocery store and back, but then I spend a night in incredible pain and swelling where I'm always afraid that I'm going to develop a blood clot that's going to kill me. So, really at my wit's end, trying to get through to the minister, trying to get through to the fact that this has now become a very urgent problem. Because I've decided not to eat very much or at all until, you give me money to eat. Honestly, I would like to see the check reformed. Giving us rent and then basic needs, calling me a basic bitch, basically, is very offensive. And I use the word bitch in its correct terminology here because that's the way I feel. I'm not using it to be offensive, not using it for shock value. I'm using it in the term that calling me basic is calling me a basic bitch. That I don't deserve a distinction between what I'm supposed to use for food, what I'm supposed to use for clothing, what I'm supposed to use for entertainment or travel or whatever. Because, according to you guys, we don't deserve entertainment. We don't deserve a social life. So that's why many of us are very antisocial. Really confused. So please get this information to the minister. Tell him about my live stream. Feel free, anybody that hears this, to visit my YouTube. Click on my live stream. Patreon link in the description. You could be the reason I eat. Not the federal government, not the provincial government, but, I don't have any high hopes in that ever happening. So let's just throw that one out the window right now. But please, tell the minister, get off his butt, write some legislation or something, and get us the money we deserve. Because I shouldn't have to choose between rent, groceries, clothes, or cleaning my ass crack. Thank you. Let's go back to the Toronto number. Na 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 na. 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 Na 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 na. I'm sorry for anybody who's actually watching this live stream. I must seem like a complete psycho. Hello. Trying to fix disability. We'll see how it works out. Voicemail! My message is the same as it was before. I want to eat and I can't no more. I want to eat, I want to eat, I want to eat, but you won't let me. Where are you? Do you exist? Are you real? Or is the minister just some guy off of Shutterstock? I don't know, but I'm assuming to think so because I'm crazy, because I'm not eating. Hello, minister, 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 minister. What is that? What is that little poem? Something creative. I was lost, but now I'm found. I've got no food, though I am still round. I would like to eat very much, so please contact me, you goddamn sluts. Cloud Ace MC, YouTube, you can contact me through that. I would gladly contact you, Mr. Minister, if you ever existed. I'm not sure you exist. It seems a lot like you don't exist. I'm starting to think most politicians are probably just holograms at this point, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just Hunter talking. Bye. Cause BuzzFeed defunct laughable. I can't read right now. I once was a man from Tennessee, but then no, I wasn't. I was never from Tennessee. But I like their whiskey. Me and Jack go way back to the time before I was on disability, when I had a life. You know, I guess the last people that really cared about me were the Child Family Services, because, you know, they treated me better than disability ever did. Members of contact MPP legislation office. That sounds good. Let's contact that. Oh, it's a bunch of people. Na 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 1416 325 0071. At this point, I think I'm literally contacting random MPPs. But hey, I've got no better thing to do than this. Jill Andrews, Toronto, St. Paul.
Hello, you've reached our contact at Jill Andrews for Toronto St. Paul. Please note that due to the transition in staffing, this voicemail will not be monitored. You can instead email jandrews@npp.com. That's JANDREWS.
Well, that number's useless. Moving on. Tessa J. Armstrong, London.
Hello, you have reached the Queen's Park office for NDP Teresa Armstrong of London Fanshawe Riding. Please redirect your call to 519-668-1104. Thank you and have a good day.
That number's useless. Oh boy, I didn't know calling the Canadian government would be like this. I thought it would be a cakewalk. Hey, Scarborough, I was born there. Hey, I'm just calling every single MPP on this list at this point. Just notifying that I'm doing a live stream, that I'm on disability and can't eat, and I think the government's not doing its job. Just giving the ministers a chance to, do the disability minister's job or something. I don't know who to call at this point. I've called Doug Ford's office. I've called Justin Trudeau's office. I've called the minister responsible for the Ontario Disability Support Program. So now I'm just calling random ministers to let them know there's a serious issue here, and now it's on YouTube. Okay.
Mailbox belonging to Dolly Jacob is full and cannot accept new messages at this time.
Boy, the Canadian government is seriously useless. The Ontario government, I should say, but. Hi, I was wondering if the, what did you say he was? MPP?
MPP Justin Cavell.
Yeah. I was wondering if the MPP knew how bad the Ontario Disability Support Program is.
I believe we're all well aware of the problem.
Oh, you're all well aware, then why can't I eat? Why isn't anybody standing up and, shouting out or walking out of the job to make sure people on disability can eat?
I mean, we're in the legislature day after day.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, man, you're going to have to walk out and do something a little more drastic because, I'm at the point where I'm having a hunger strike, and this is a live stream on YouTube. I'm Cloud Ace MC. I'm currently on the Ontario Disability